okay, what are the data points for 500,000? Literally, what did he told us the data points for 500,000. Like, what? I was looking at it, I'm like, wait, this business hits this data point.
Right.
Oh, okay, now it's time to brainstorm. Now it's time to, all right, what's the next play we finna run? How we gonna do it? Data points hits. So now it's like, hey, let's not play. Let's get the ball rolling.
Exactly.
You know?
How much were we able to get you approved in business funding?
So to what I got approved in business funding, this is literally what I have. I can pull up on my phone. I can go to the bank, call my bankers, however the case may be. I got in cash, in funding, I got $469,000 in funding for my businesses to do what I need to either invest, get any of my businesses done, make sure the right way. And on top of that, not only did I got that funded, we also got a Benz out of the business. So if you want to add that little change right there, that's about $500,000 in funding. You know what I'm saying? Strictly business under the business, nothing else. So not only did I double back at Chase, now that's over 200 at Chase alone. Now that opened up another door for another 100.
With another
you
bank.
You feel me? With another bank. And I'm just like...
Because if you can get approved at Chase... Then you pretty much a green light for the other banks that are not as difficult.
Yeah, it's all about structure. If you're not structured and you ain't structured so perfectly to fit in this box, then unfortunately you don't reap the benefits. But he taught me, and I learned from him, how to be so structured where it's undeniable. And that's where we're at. What if you go in the bank right now and go get $100,000 in 9 minutes? We got that documented. Yeah. Literally documented 9 minutes. We doing things differently to the point where it's like, I'm not comfortable. Even at having $500,000 in funding, I'm not comfortable. My family not comfortable. Even though we comfortable, but mentally right here, I'm not comfortable. We need more. I'm trying to do more, build more.
That's facts. You heard it himself. Pretty much a $500,000 approved. Has been able to see some success, reap the rewards, the benefits, and all that good stuff. And we're here to talk about it today. Welcome back to another one. It's your boy, DeleteKing A50, and I got here with me.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, DeleteKingCVO. You already know what's going on.
You already know what's going on. Yo, this episode I've been waiting to do for the longest. Why? Because we're going to talk about my favorite subject. We talking results. We talking receipts. We talking everything, right? So what we do on this channel, what we do on this podcast, we talk about how we can get everybody access to capital business funding, right?
To the bag.
Literally. I was able to get approved for over $1 million in business funding, right? Funding in general, right? And I've always told myself, and I tell clients, I tell everybody, I can duplicate my results, right? All you got to do is listen. I offer mentorships and guidance and all of this, right? So I was able to connect, right? One day I reached out to a few people. I'm like, who's serious? Who can I really clone what I've been able to accomplish for myself, right? And today, my special guest, who I have here with me, has been able to see some success, reap the rewards, the benefits, and all that good stuff. And we're here to talk about it today. So,
you feel me?
We're going to talk about the results.
Let's do it. Let's talk
about
these
results. For sure. So, CVO, DeleteKingCVO.
Yes, sir.
How much were we able to get you approved in business funding?
So, to what I got approved in business funding, and it's beauty, because like you said, you was able to duplicate results. So these results are here, and this is literally what I have. I can pull up on my phone. I can go to the bank, call my bankers, however the case may be. I got in cash, in funding, I got $469,000 in funding for my businesses to do what I need to either invest, get any of my businesses done, make sure the right way. And on top of that, not only did I got that funded, we also got a Benz out of the business. So if you want to add that little change right there, that's about $500,000 in funding. You know what I'm saying? Strictly business under the business, nothing else.
That's facts. That's receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
literally.
That's facts. You heard it himself.
Literally.
We got pretty much a $500,000 approved. And we started, we're now at the end of 2024.
Yeah.
Right. We linked in the summer time of 2023.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of this funding happened the beginning of 2024. Actually a little bit before, right?
Yeah, just a little.
Right. So we're actually going to break down and tell y'all a story, what it's like to work with me and the team and us. And we're actually helping his clients get some funding now these days. We're actually going to break that down because that's a large number, over $500,000 in funding. Like, we're going to take it all the way back, you know?
All the way. You feel me? Let's do
Because he's elevated, he's evolved, he's been able to get this location open.
Yes, sir.
So
HQ
much
Chicago.
has happened since then, and we're literally documenting the process to share with y'all how this can happen for you. So if y'all can relate, tune in for this episode, make it to the end. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's take it all the way back, man. We linked up. Like, I want you to pretty much break down the story.
Come on. It was crazy. Before we even linked up, right? So this is what happened. And you already know the story. I ain't gonna say no names. But I was introduced to somebody that was in the credit game. That was obviously portraying he was doing his thing. You know, he probably was doing his thing. I ain't gonna knock him too bad. You know, he did give me a little game, right? So that ended up falling very short.
And I actually remember. I actually remember a specific phone call when you were working with that person. I think it was a three-way call, or he might have put us in a three-way.
Yeah, it was a three-way
and
call.
I was like spitting out a little bit of data points to get you. I think it was Amex at the time.
Yeah, it was the first. It was the regular blue card. You know, some small shit.
So that was before we really locked in for real.
You
but
feel
I was
me?
like still on a three-way call. You know, just like, yeah, tell him do that for the Amex, do that for the whatever. You know what I'm saying? So.
And it was crazy, and I didn't know it was him, right? So I'm going through this person, and I was able to get. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell him. You know, I'm gonna say what it is. I got 2 Amex cards at $20,000, and then I got 16,000 at Chase, the ink card. So I'm like, cool. So that's what? That's 36,000. So now that 36,000, I got this funding. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to do something. I bought a black truck, a very old black truck. The sale was just bad. I didn't see the truck how I wanted. I was told misinformation. So bad investment, bad overall investment. Where one, I end up getting rid of the truck. I got a check. Boom. As soon as I got that, paid off one of my cards. So I actually didn't. I had to use that because at this time now, videos started getting real slow. You know, I wasn't shooting as much videos. People weren't paying my price, yada, yada, yada. You know, so as soon as I got the check in the mail for like 8 bands, I used that little 8 bands to live. And I think I remember I was telling you, it's finally when we got together, you know, I was kind of telling like, hey, man, I'm on my last like 10 bands. You know what I'm saying, to my name. Where it was getting real scary. You know, I got bills. I damn near had about $3-4 grand in bills, maybe. I don't know the exact number, but it was looking scarce. So we had linked up. He told me come pull up. Like, hey, we talked a little bit. We networked. He, you know, Instagram is a great networking tool to, you know, connect some people and also, you know, kind of see the resume, what they got going on. I noticed Ty was also a videographer. He was also doing this, and he was also preaching, hey, come tap in with me. I can show you better than I can tell you, you know, this credit stuff. Come see what I got going on. Come, you know, come dabble a little bit. So I was like, okay, you know, what I got to lose? I got 10,000 to my name. I ain't got no videos booking artists and not booking me. So let's do it, you know. So we link up at the library, you know, a very professional place, especially the first place you meet somebody like, hey, come to the library. Like, oh shit, you around knowledge. So it you know, that already makes me feel like, okay, you try and talk some business, you know. So boom, we linked up. I think that same day, was there someone else there? Was it just me?
Oh yeah. So I reached out to you, and I reached out
yeah.
to my homie had an assistant. I was like, she can be my assistant as well.
And then
you know, shouts out to her.
What's
It was
buddy?
maybe another intern too.
Yeah. What's his name? Bro with the glasses. Bro, you know who I'm talking about.
Was he chunky, big?
No, he's the little dude with the glasses. It was
He was
your
big.
friend,
He was bigger
your
though.
dude.
Oh, is either he was skinny or big?
He was a little skinnier.
Oh yeah, my boy Leo.
There you go.
Yeah,
Leo.
yeah. So we was all there. It was a mastermind. It was a meeting of the minds. Like, hey,
Literally.
this is what I have going on. I laid out a blueprint. We're literally having a business plan, and my whole business plan was it's a 90-day sprint. We go on a 90-day sprint. My problems become your problems, and I help y'all get to the bag. I promise y'all, I can get y'all to a point where each of y'all have at least 6 figures in business funding. Like, that's the least we can do.
Facts.
Right? And I was like, there was meetings, recurring meetings weekly where I was like, you know what? We have to focus on We got to get these inquiries off. Look at the report. Here's how you read it. You know what I'm saying? Just the basics.
Literally. And so we had digested my report. He knew the situation. I was like, look, my credit ain't, it's pretty decent. I got the Apple card with the no inquiry, the GM card, no inquiry, FNBO. So my personal credit, I always had on-time payment history, the whole 9 yards. I did have a little bit of balance because I had a PNC card, so I used that to do a Puerto Rico trip, literally the year before. So I had a little bit of balance on that, and that's a personal card at $15,000. So that was like the only one I was using at the time. Then the rest was the $36,000 that I had got with the first little, business funding with the first person, the 2 Egg Max cards, and then Chase. So I was like, look, we can honestly double back on these people and really run it up.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, strategize. What we gonna do? You need about a 40 piece for real, because I probably had like 5 or 4,000 left on the PNC on the personal, and then the rest was the business. So boom, got a check. We was able to run a play. Got a check, 40 bands. Boom, hit the account. Boom. First thing I did, paid off all those business cards and also paid off the personal.
Fresh start.
So now fresh start, because of course credit cards, auto loans, and home loans all fall in different categories. Mm-hmm. So as long as that credit card usage was 0 and all these accounts are paid on time, that's paid on time, and it's all good. Boom. So I was like, okay, cool. All right, did that. Got all that stuff moved out. Mm-hmm. So now I'm looking at my score. Oh, snap. Finally, 800. Cracked it. Oh, my God.
Boom.
And then, like I said, we was waiting for inquiries to come off. I had a few inquiries because I was just doing dumb stuff, applying for stuff, this and that. I know I had a few of them that weren't supposed to be on there. Mm-hmm. So we got them off. Now we was literally at a fresh start. Yeah, so now, boom, fresh start, clean start. Now we ready to go. Now it's bag fun. Now it's bag time. And before, my LLCs were closed. They were involuntary dissolved, right? So I also had to come up, hey, let's get these active, because now we are reviving these dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? These dead entities, to now not only retain their age, but now use them to get funding, because now your credit matches, your business is 2 years plus old. So now it's like, okay, we're ready to go. So as soon the first thing we did, boom, we're like, all right, credit is where it needs to be. Let's run the play. Chase, 50,000. 50,000 on top of the 16 I already had paid off. So that's 66,000 right there. Boom.
And then you can combine credit limits.
You feel me? So I'm like,
so we had to get the checking accounts open from multiple banks. And we're going to let y'all know, Chase, and then the other ones, we're not no gatekeepers, but we're going to let y'all know, like, tap in if you want the blueprint, because depending on which state you're in, honestly, depending on what state you're in, some of these banks might not be there. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to let y'all know Chase for sure. And then we had like a few more banks. So bank number 2 was like...
Boom. Bank number 2 was Bimo. Bimo had gave me...
Man,
I want to say 50. It was 50.
It was a 50 piece, but man, they want to take forever or whatever, but we got it done.
It took almost like 2-3 months for that to even... I was already approved, and they're like 3 months later, now we're going to give you your money. I was like, damn.
Yo, we had to fight. Cool. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm calling VP of the branch. We calling VP like, yo, hello, what is going on? And
like, drop the bread. Drop that bread.
Like, my business needs this. What are you doing? So we were able to get that dough. Then boom, hit US Bank with a 35 piece, 40 piece, right around there. Then we hit them with another one. They were like, okay. Then we went back.
Double back to the big joint.
So Chase already did, you know what I'm saying? We already had Chase. So right now, what's that? That's 100, 130, 140 right there. That's already boom. Now we gonna like, all right, you know what? Let's double back at Chase. Let's run it at Chase. Boom. We double back at Chase.
And that's the big bag.
That's the big bag.
That's 100
Chase
piece.
gives me 100 on top of the 66 I already got. So now at Chase alone, I got 166K. Boom. Oh shit. Now that 166K opened up the doors for another 100K. At Chase again. 100 what? Maybe like 100 something. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Did that. No, not even. It was like 75, 65, 75 at the other business. Or almost like 85.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
We got so he had multiple LLCs.
You feel me? So not only one got 166, the other one got like 85.
Double back with another.
You feel me? Double up again. Damn. Boom. Oh my God. That's you.
And
Already,
this
that's
is
already
this is
200.
between zero. This percent 0% interest,
Literally.
and then lines of credit, cold hard cash you can withdraw, chase your dreams. Like it's like a customized lottery ticket without luck involved. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'm like, oh shit. So not only did I double back at Chase, now that's over 200 at Chase alone. Now that opened up another door for another 100.
with another
You
bank.
feel me? With another bank, and I'm just like,
Because if you can get approved
whoa.
at Chase,
they
then
get
you pretty
100.
much a green light for the other banks that are not as difficult.
You feel
So
me?
we going after the king of the hill first. Boom, 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 boom. You fit the criteria because there's a very small box you have to fit in.
Yeah.
for
It's all about structure.
Chase.
If you're not structured and you ain't structured so perfectly to fit in this box, then unfortunately you don't reap the benefits. But I was saying, he taught me and I learned from him how to be so fucking structured, where it's undeniable, and that's where we're at. You feel me? Not only that, now that's already 300-some thousand, maybe 350. You know, now I got another business. We got funding there, and it's just like, okay, oh shit, this is going. Not only that, now we got the platinum card. Now the platinum card, y'all, everybody know the platinum card. The Amex platinum card can go up to millions of dollars, and it's all how you use it. So right now, if I go check my thing, I'm at like 50,000. I could swipe one swipe on the platinum card. So that's ready to go right there. Yeah. So and even if let's go swipe it, pay them back, they might open up the door for the 150. So now I got a $150,000 card, just one swipe, like it's nothing, and they're gonna do it. You feel me? And now I'm getting points. And not only that, I racked up so many freaking points where I could take flights on flights on flights that we could teach
at
you
least 200,000 points.
No, we hired almost 400,000 in points. We up.
Yo, Miami trip coming soon.
Man,
DR coming soon.
feel
PR coming soon, bro.
Like,
We're gonna take the whole team.
You never had you ever wanted to learn how to fly for free and get discounts and also use your points? Because when you use points, your flights are cheaper. That's automatically when you use the point system. I don't care if it's through American Express, American Airline, Chase, whatever the case may be. When you use your points, things become cheaper because you're using the points, and then the banks are taking care of it. So not only are these things cheaper, you have well enough points to travel literally as free as one. You want first class, you could do first class. You want to have more trips, then I'm gonna take that little spirit and have 1,000 trips because. Hey, all right, I'll be cooped up in a little bit, but I'm gonna be somewhere where it's warm, fine, dining, and whining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can do it either way, and that's off points, and that's points is free money because you're spending their money, and we gonna teach you how to do it so structurally perfect where you're flying for free, and you got priority pass, and you got these access to these lounges where real business people who are actually doing something are in, where you can meet the next motherfucking Jeff Bezos, the next whoever the case it is, you know what I'm saying? Some of these rappers are in there. Drake's probably sitting right there, you know what I'm saying? Because he got that card. He in the lounges, you feel me? Well, no, I mean he got his own airplane. Yeah, he got his own airplane. You know what I'm saying? So he not there, but you understand the concept I'm talking about. You feel me? So these are doors, unlimited doors now. Not only with the funding where you're able to fund your dreams and do whatever you need to. Like you said, I was able to build a 3,000 square foot production studio in Chicago. We don't have any of that. We used to have a 6,000, but that got moved over. You know, things that already happened with HQ. That was already talked on the podcast before. But now we here, 3,000 square feet, fully structured, and I have nothing but good energy in here and good results. Like good fucking reviews. Good reviews. I've been having good reviews here as far as people coming, man, this is nice. Damn, this is bad. Oh man, you doing it right. Like I remember the old spot, but this is set. This is structured. You feel me? And I was able to do that because I have opened up my means. I opened up the playbook. I was able to go into my playbook because now what do people need? What do people need as far as business owners, entrepreneurs, people who want to do something in their life? They need an idea and they need capital.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
If you don't got, if you can have all idea in the world, well, if you don't got capital to run the play,
you can't even start the conversation.
You can't. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, boom, I already had the idea, multiple ideas, got the capital. Now it's go time. Now it's ready to go. And there's no excuse about that. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the bag, it's either you're going to sit and play or do what's needed.
Yeah, and I tell everybody, like, look, at the very least, we chasing 6 figures for every client that works for me. Some of that is depending on if the client is putting in work, doing what they got to do. Literally, sometimes getting these accounts open, it requires the client to physically walk into the branch. Like, there's certain things I can't do for you.
Yeah, we wish.
You know, as the consultant. And you're going to see a lot of ads and things of that nature where other people say, done for you completely. Like, the banker is going to want to speak to the business owner, the person personal guaranteeing it. So we gotta make sure your story's straight. You know, that's part of it as well. We're gonna make sure that you fit the criteria that the bank is currently lending for right now, because they might, you know,
exactly.
they might have a different appetite.
You also think about it like you said about these ads. People are like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it all way, all for you, which is false. But what we tell you, we're gonna hold your hand through it though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be with you every step of the way.
Right.
It's not, hey, we're gonna be done for you and we'll see you when we see you. No,
we ain't gonna just shotgun your credit online. That used to work in like maybe 2021. Like when I was really getting into it, you have a bunch of tabs open and you on different laptops and you click apply at the same exact time after you print
and
it.
they all just
and then boom, 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 like approval here, approval there, approval there. But now you got the Dodge, Elon Financial because like 3 of these banks is, you know, the same underwriter. It's like there's a lot of stuff that used to work that was very popular, but
the game changes.
The game changes when you need these banking relationships. You got to open up these accounts, and then if you like the business model, what we doing as a unit, it's like now you have another stream of income, right? Now you're able to get clients and duplicate your results.
Of course,
right? I originally got into this game. I was looking for money for real estate. And then I was like, sheesh, man, like I can make a business out of helping people get capital, right? And then my clients, you know, the people that work with me, it can work out so smooth for them. They want to help people, you know, and you've been able to get a few clients as well and get them funding as well, which we have documented. We have some vlogs and stuff.
Literally,
but like he's been able to help people not only get vehicles, get some business funding, literally finish up their projects for the real estate field.
Getting houses now by themselves, 4 bedrooms, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because credit is on point, funding on point, money there. Ain't no denying nothing. What's up? Let's run it. Like, give me that. You gotta act like you got an 800 credit score.
Exactly.
You know, I'm walking in. Hello, sir. Yeah. I want this. Right. Give me this.
And we got the blueprint for that.
Exactly.
Like literally, it's to the point where you won't be stressed. Like if you're stressed about finances right now, cool. Like, but like you get in working with us, we're gonna get you to the point where the gap between 0 and the 6 figures in business funding is that's a large gap. You know, that's a large gap. And all you have to do is be responsible with the funding. And you have the option to go crazy and mess it up. If you want to be irresponsible, if you want to ball out, buy a nice chain, just get some, like, you don't want to do that because I work with people with the real SSN numbers. So they're not going to, I'm making sure I'm working with people that are responsible. They're not going to burn my bridges at the bank.
We're not working with CPMs, like I said.
I don't know how.
Yeah, like we're not gonna bring somebody, hey, he a fake person on a fake name, a fake body.
Yeah, it's gonna
coming
make
in and walking out with a Hellcat. Like
weird,
that's gonna look bad on our part with our connections, our bankers, our people that we made real relationships with, that we're really doing real business with, because at the end of the day, as long as our people are doing what they need to and everyone's doing what they need to, everybody's making money. It's just like the banks. Right. So we got to just be responsible and play the game. Right. Life is a game that needs to be played, what we learn, with rules. There's rules to it. So if you're breaking the rules, you come with the consequences. But if you're playing it right, what's the problem? You're playing it right. You're playing the game right. And that's just like any video game or any board game. You play it right, you will win. There's a way to win.
There's a way to win. You learn the rule book. Like the thing that I'm so obsessed with when it comes to business funding is it's like there's no luck that's required. There's a lot of things. A lot of people want to be rappers, ball players, this and that, whatever, or just maybe just academically intelligent to become a doctor or a lawyer, whatever, right? But when it comes to like business funding, there's a lot of instructions that a third grader could follow.
Literally.
You know, even
my about to be 3-year-old son can follow coming out the womb, 800 credit score. You feel me?
It's literally that's why I'm so obsessed, because one, I don't personally I don't believe in luck, right? So when I found something where it didn't require me to be lucky to get approved for a specific amount, then I could brainstorm. 'Cause I'm a numbers person. I'm like, now I can literally type out a plan and cross some things off and execute, do what I gotta do, say what I gotta say, and get a specific amount of funding that I really put my mind, time, and energy to. You know what I'm saying? In life, you can do anything. You can be whatever you want. But like when it comes to this, is a blueprint that's already there. So it's not just, you know, people with a special privilege or whatever. Like I've gotten so many denials, and my clients got denials as well that I'm learning from. So I have witnessed a little bit of redlining, you know, but it's hard to, the underwriters aren't supposed to go off a race and things of that nature. Yeah. So
and they literally, when you get the letter from them, I mean, if it's a denial, they're going to tell you why you get it. I literally got a denial from GM Financial. They literally just said, a little bit of time of your credit, a little bit more
length in history, and that's
which is
the hardest
one
thing.
of my other businesses. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I got 5 years. That's not enough. Okay, I guess so. It's cool. So I learned from that. Okay, maybe this bank and this institution just needs 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. They have a data point that you need to hit. So we know that once we know that, it's like, oh, no brainer. Oh, we're gonna go to this bank. Well, you have this. No, we're not going to go there because you're not at that criteria. You're not hitting the data points that these institutions need for us to get you funded. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and we learned them. And not only are we learning them from the denials, we're learning them from our actual plugs, our bankers, our connections, where it's like we're going to know the updated version before even a denial come out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the policy change, if now you needed a 890 credit score instead of an 880, or no, not 890. That's crazy. Like a 680. Before you needed 680. Oh, now policy change. You needed 690. We're gonna know. Right. We're gonna know because our bankers are gonna tell us. We literally just got off the phone with one of my favorite bankers a few hours ago. On point, telling us how we can. Okay, what are the data points for $500,000? Literally, he told us the data points for $500,000. Like what? Okay, cool. I damn near. I was looking at. I'm like. Wait, this business hits this data point. Right. Oh, okay. Now it's time to brainstorm. Now it's time to, all right, what's the next play we finna run? How we gonna do it? Data points hits. So now it's like, hey, let's not play. Let's get the ball rolling. Exactly. You know? And it's just, like I said, it's just brainstorming, having an idea. Once you got the idea there, shit's ready for you.
Exactly. And, you know, there's credit boards. There's different websites. There's FICO forms that you can get some data points, but you getting the data points from the bankers directly. And that's the main point of building a community around. Like in a perfect world, like that's why this podcast, this conversation in general is so important to me. Like even for legacy or whatever, life is short, cool. But now we literally factually have proof. Like I was able to duplicate my results for somebody else. One day I'll be able to say I've created a few millionaires here and there, right? But if anything happened tomorrow, at the very least, I can point to my guy CVO and say, hey, I help him get at least $500,000 in funding. And then he can make his own decisions as a man to grow that to whatever he decides. Exactly. And that's for all of my clients, you know? Like, we gonna get you to the point, 6 figures. Hey, let's continue this. Let's grow. Let's build. Hey, do business with us. Tap in with the Delete Kingdom, you know, with the community where we can do business together. We can work together, strengthen each other, and make some money together. That's what I'm about.
Because you got to think about it. Like, one, you joined the Delete Kings, right? You join our network, our community. Literally that. You got to think about a community. Community is king. Community is key. Where to the point where I have contractors. I got content creators. We got this. We have connections to this person, to that person, to this business, to that business. We're always making new connections. We're always meeting new people. So anything that comes with us, you can get access to. Oh, this person wants to do the cars. We know the guys that got the cars. You want the exotics. We know the plugs. We know this. You want to do the quick flips. You want to do real estate. You want to do Airbnbs. We got someone that's doing millions in Airbnb.
And they're looking for investors.
Exactly. So you got to think about it like this. Whenever you join this kingdom, don't think of just, oh, it's just the credit stuff. No. You're literally going to get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity because I can tell you on my phone the opportunities I get, the numbers that call me, the people that call me like, hey, bro, I got this going on or this is going on this weekend. You want to slide? You want to be there? Mm-hmm. That shit is real. And the people that's been around me has also able to see that. You know, I got actual business owners coming in where it's like, hey, CVO, we try and do this, we try and do that. And now the people that are around me, hey, look at this business. Look at this business that came to me where they're saying, hey, let's work, let's do something. Not only am I thinking about a contract for my other business on top of me working with that company in a solo setting, now it's like, okay, I'm gonna work with them, get some money, contract my business, get some money, and then hey, anybody else, hey, y'all want to tap in? Y'all want to get like 10% of this business? Y'all want to say you're an owner of a business, a real brick and mortar? Come on, I got the plug. Let's go. Let's do that. I want to get to the point, and I know we want to get to the point where the community we have around us, we can go get a motherfucking 100 unit.
Exactly.
Like, we can go buy a block. We could go buy a real community. You know what I'm saying? And change the community, because that's what it's really about. And then when you start changing the community and you start putting money in the community, that's where you're gonna make real money.
Exactly.
We putting nice houses next to these schools. We putting money into these schools, and they giving us money back because we're doing this, whatever the case may be. You feel me?
Honestly, that's kind of what I was just saying, because at the end of the day, they say you should be the change you want to make in the world.
Yeah.
Like, don't just wait for it to happen. Don't rely on the government. Don't rely on the next election or whatever. Like, in a perfect world, everybody, that we work with will get at least 6 figures, and then we'll be able to multiply that.
Yes,
because
sir.
that's where I believe at this, at $100,000 mark, your creativity opens up.
Hell yeah.
It just opens up. Like, so now we can be creative with our ideas. Now we're not just talking about hypotheticals of, oh, we should do this, should do this. Oh, I would do this if I had the
exactly. That's what you always hear. I even hear it with my clients, like, man, oh, bro, if I had the money, I'd invest into real estate, or I'd invest into this and that. Okay. Oh, you that's what you invest in? All right. So if I get you $100,000, we go to the bank right now, I get you $100,000. So you're gonna do that, right?
Right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, well, come on, bro. No. Okay. That's your idea, right? So that's what they said. People's always like, hey, they have an idea, don't got the money. But now I'm telling you, the money. What if you could walk into the bank and go get it in 9 minutes? We got that documented, literally documented in 9 minutes. What if you go in the bank right now and go get $100,000 in 9 minutes?
And just leverage your signature.
Literally. Leverage your credit. Leverage what the world is already in fucking debt.
Literally. I mean, like, we're talking 0% interest. So technically,
that's if you swipe $100,000 at 0% interest is what? What's your minimum? You have to worry about $1,000. Say 1%.
That's just so they can, check your pulse, make sure you're still breathing, that you're still there. So you're paying them that, $1,000 minimum monthly payment.
Right. Now, quick sauce. You got $1,000 monthly payment for a year. That means you have $12,000 you got to worry about that you got to make sure that's paid. You just got 100. What if I just take my 100 and just take the 12 off, put that sitting in my account, and put it on auto pay, and the 12,000 is there. So now I'm not stressing about this payment's gonna be on time or not, or where this money's coming from. I'm gonna use this to pay this. It's going back to it. It's literally interest free.
For the 88, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And now you got 88,000 to literally go play with. Now, I want to say play with. Fuck off. If you want to fuck off, you can. But if you want to multiply and do what you need to do, that's what you should be doing. You got 88,000 now. You didn't have 88,000 before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were responsible. Put the 12 away, so you're making sure your payments are always on time, and they're not gonna take that 88 from you.
Exactly.
So what?
And then by the time you pay off the whole 100K, then you double back for more. They be like,
right? Oh, here's 150 on top of your 100K. What? You just gave me 250,000. Whoa, and I think that's a data point. I think it's like 300,000 now, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Because I just told you what Chase gave me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we can show you how to get maxed out at Chase.
God.
And timing's of the essence. A lot of things are getting more difficult. They say credit card debt is in the trillions at its highest that it's ever been. Right? So
that's just not changing.
The thing about it is, like, even how America functions is like, they just keep kicking the can down the road, right? Where it's like debt, pay for it later. We want it to be more structured, at least give you that breathing room, right? You can't just be check the check and then boom, you run out of capital, right? You got to use money as a tool at the end of the day. And that's what we're looking to do. That's the like-minded people that we want to work with,
yes, sir.
right? Now, if you want to improve your credit just to get a car or couch or furniture, flat screen purses, and
That's
all
cool. That's there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you want to be just a regular Joe. You cool with your 9 to 5. You in a comfortable place. You comfortable. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing against that. We just go at things differently. We doing things differently to the point where it's like, I'm not comfortable. Even at having $500,000 in funding, I'm not comfortable. My family not comfortable. Even though we comfortable, but mentally right here, I'm not comfortable. We need more. I'm trying to do more, build more, create more. That's what it's really about. But if you're comfortable, you just want to be able to, hey, get that house, that nice house for you and your family, whatever the case may be, and get approved and not have to worry about high-ass interest rates killing you, knocking you down, so you can just live how you comfortably live, then yes, we'll get you an 800 credit score, and then by all means, go do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know, like that's still a blessing in itself. You're able to do things now at the rate you want, lower interest rates, by all means.
Mm-hmm. And we giving other people the formula, the sauce. Like, you've gotten a few of your clients pretty much touching 800 credit scores too.
Yeah, hell yeah, literally. What? Call him. We can call him right now. Like, my guy literally in Florida right now. He literally just drove to Florida. I don't know why he drove. He could have bought our first flight ticket, but he wanted to drive, maybe be out there a little longer. But even my most recent, one of my partners, literally, boom, 800 credit score across the board.
Right.
You know, funding
across
the board.
We touching 6 figures. We want to be honest and transparent.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we're
he's
just
gonna
there.
be
Literally,
he's
I'm
gonna be on
talking
a podcast next.
10,000 maybe short, not
Right.
even 5,000 short of 100 G's.
Right.
And he's only touched like one bank. Like,
yeah, one to 3. I think it was maybe 3.
No, it was because he got.
We went to Chase first. Chase was gonna go first.
So Chase was a big bet. They
There's
gave
like
him
3 banks we haven't even touched yet.
Oh, exactly.
For real.
Exactly. So we not even playing. We not even stressing that.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. And once that happens, he'll be on the podcast, tell you himself and his whole journey and how he tapped in with me as well.
Right. I know at first you was like, talk about who you were at first. I remember we were a little impatient the first 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
We had some real conversations.
You gotta think about it. When it's just like anybody, I'm gonna be real transparent and real. I'm gonna just keep it real for the people. Now, when you're in a money situation, I know there's people that are in real money situations. They're living paycheck to paycheck, like 70% or 80% of the world is. But when you're down to your last pennies, your last dollars, and you're like, man, you gotta think about it. You're not thinking, how am I gonna pay for my car? How am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna feed myself? How am I gonna do these things if this bucket has holes through it? David Blaine, just money's disappearing. You feel me? And that's how I felt. Like I said, I wasn't getting booked. And usually, if I was getting booked a little bit and I was taking care of something, it'd probably held me over. But no one was booking. And this was a time even for videographers in Chicago. I was talking to some of my guys, and they were like, yeah, no one's shooting. I haven't shot. Or if I shoot some, it's for pennies on a dollar. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I can't do that. I know my worth. I'm not going to go to the hood, have guns waving in front of my face again for $200. No, sorry. I value my life and my craft way more than that. So now, again, boom, this last 10,000, getting down. I'm like, man, I got like 3,000 left, bro. What the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, it's not working. Is it going to work? Oh, my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. Ty, can I borrow me 10,000? You know what I'm saying? So whatever the fucking case may be. And it was like, bro, patience. It is like your biggest thing is time. And I know people want to get there the fastest. I know we've heard even a couple people speak, hey, it's about speed. And we heard people, you know what I'm saying, say it's about slow and steady. You know, it's however you look at it. You feel me? I want it to be as fast as possible. It is a little marathon, you know, but it's not a marathon. We're not talking 10 years, 5 years. No, we talking, you know what I'm saying, within the year. Yeah. Like just straight focus. Let's get these things, because one, credit we can't control. You know what I'm saying? We can't control it. We do what we do, but as far as, hey, it's every 30 days. We can't control that. We can't make the credit, you know, snap on reports, whatever billing dates, all that stuff. We can't change those things. So we have to play the game. Now, that's why that process takes a little long, especially getting inquiries. Every person, I don't care who it is, whatever credit guru you know, same process. Hey, you got your dispute, we'll let you know in 30 days. You sending this, hey, they'll even respond. They can be like, hey, give us another 60 days. They can do that. So this game can kind of prolong itself. And same thing with my partner, the reason I talk about, because he was kind of getting impatient. Then once he see it, he was like, oh, it's go time. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, with him, it was almost like a 6-7 month process. But that 6-7 month process is worth it. Where it's to the point now, hey, now you just open up the floodgates. And so, yes, I was definitely getting impatient. I was definitely getting frustrated because I'm literally looking at my bank account, watching fucking David Blaine take my money. You know, I was just like, oh, it's just disappearing. Fuck, okay. You know, now to the point where, hey, as soon as I got funded, as soon as I'm doing things, now I don't feel my bills. I don't feel anything. I was just talking to Ty the other day. I was like, hey, I'm balancing my books. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what cards are here, my payments, how much I got to spend. Man, he just, like I said, I got $500,000. I'm actually only worried about my bills are $3,000 a month. To play with $500,000.
Right, that's personal bills. He got business bills too.
No, you know what I'm saying? No, the business bills. You know
business bills up there.
But like as far as just the funding, it's about $3-some thousand. Then you got the regular bills, like you know what I'm saying. You got to pay for your car insurance, the warehouse insurance, building this place. So that was definitely whatever the case may be. But so there's other real bills, and then plus my actual personal bills that.
But on a survival plan, you know what I'm saying? Like we can survive now, and that's what
easy.
I promised. I promised at the least that I could do. That was my word. Your bills won't stress you out.
Exactly.
I'm not a magician,
and not even your bills. It'd be like I remember last time. I'd be like, hey. How much you put in gas? I don't know. I just swiped.
Yo, it's been a minute since
right?
Did
you really look at your gas price and be like, man, that was a lot? No, I filled up the Benz the other day. That shit said 90. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've actually paid like real attention to the gas price, this and that. I hear the debates talking about the prices, this and that. Bro. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fill up my tank because I gotta go. I gotta get to where I gotta go. Like,
I literally just bought a suit the other day and I was like, hey, bro, I need new pants. I'm getting a little, you know, my baby weight. I just had a baby, so I'm getting a little, you know, one size up, and I'm like, hey, I need some pants. He was like, here, shit. I walk out Men's Warehouse. I spent $300. I was like, oh wait, I didn't even know the price. That's just as soon as I got home, I looked at the receipt. I was like, damn, that was $300. Cool.
You even helped out your lady's vending machine business.
Yeah.
Education for, you know, whatever. I ain't gonna put her business out there, but those ideas are actually a possibility.
Yeah, like literally, vending machine, got the vending machine. Now it's in a badass location. I'm talking, you got, as soon as you walk into the location her vending machine is at one of the newest dealerships in Chicago, and it's high-end dealerships where the first thing you see is a Rolls Royce when you pull in. Sheesh. And then she looking at her statement like, damn, they done spent this much today. I'm like, oh, okay, like yeah, that's just booking. And that was in one day, and I was like, okay. She went to check it, filled up some more, did a little tweaks. She's doing a maintenance thing, boom, calling her back. And the thing is, I told her you could do it 4 different ways, and she got the one best way. They're just providing location. The best way. She gets all the profits. They're just, hey, I need a vending machine in my spot because I need the aesthetic of it. I don't want to deal with it. You deal with it. That's hell yeah, go ahead, get that shit, and we're gonna get more locations, more of this, same way. And if they want to buy it from us, they can buy it from us. They want to rent it from us, they can rent it from us. Well, from her, you know what I'm saying? But there's multiple ways you can go through it, you know. And we got the plug for all the machines and older machines, new machines now. So it's like, hey, there's a will, there's a way. Shit, imagine you got 15 vending machines out there doing $40, $50, $60 a day.
Sheesh. That's like, so the vending machine has the possibility to make at least $400 a month, right?
Yeah.
There are people that literally spend $220,000 on a property. They'll rent out that property for maybe $2,200 a month. Mm-hmm. And after expenses with their mortgage being paid and the property managers being paid, they might net $400 to $500 a month on a $250,000 property. That's crazy. You're talking about doing $400 a month potentially with a vending machine at one location.
And at 100% discounted the cost, damn near, not even touching 1% of a cost of what a house does.
That's interesting. Now, you know, you got plans, you know. I think you've made some investments recently. I don't believe in luck, but I do believe in jinxing some things, but got a bright future ahead of you.
Yes, sir.
Right? So I don't know if I want to put your future plans on the podcast. You can
No,
summarize
we can
it.
talk about the things that are going on right now.
Abbreviate it.
Yeah, like I said, we'll talk about things that are in play right now, a little bit of play stuff. You're not gonna talk about stuff that we're about to do and more things we're gonna do. But I was also, like I said, I was able to get a warehouse up fully running. Got platforms coming out now, doing different things. So not only that, we're having subscriptions and different people tap in with just the HQ alone. So where this is about to be, it's already making money now. But the plan is to triple and double and quadruple that. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the works of doing that. I know I invested into a property out in Indiana that sits on 2.5 acres. Contractors getting that together. I went the other day, got footage. We'll play the footage a little bit.
Perfect.
So you can kind of see what that's looking like, but it's huge. It's huge, and literally that alone, as long as, again, you don't believe in jiggies and stuff, but if everything goes right in that property turns into about $500,000 being bought, way less than that. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the acres, and the crib's gonna have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, or in every full bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? And granted and all this good stuff. So that's in the works right now. And other than that, hey, of course, we got the mentorship stuff. We're definitely diving deep into the mentorship. Getting all these other we're getting interns. Now people are wanting to learn not only videography, credit, this, that, and the third. So we're definitely just continuously building a team, having more people tap in, people that are like-minded, and not also like-minded but hungry.
Yeah.
So
100%.
it's moving. 2025 is gonna be crazy. 2024 was definitely even this whole process since I started with him was definitely a learning process, and not only a learning process, a patient one and a fruitful one and a learning one. Literally the whole 9 yards. Like it. Even with Ty, we're not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Even me and him, we have little arguments, but this is my brother, and I used to fist fight my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it's kind of love, when you kind of bump heads a little bit. But hey, you always need that person that you're gonna lean on. Always need that person that's gonna make sure you're pushing yourself in the right direction and in the right way. Because if you don't have that motivation and self motivation in you, someone damn near got to bring it out of you, and sometimes people need that, and that's okay. But the things we got going on is I just can't wait for y'all to see, because we're documenting it. You know what I'm saying? We're always vlogging. We'll drop it on the podcast, especially when things get done, results. You'll see it. You'll see our clients sitting here just like you saw Evo, and some more. And even we have new podcasts that are coming out with $1 million guests. So we're actively doing the things that are needed for us to be not only successful, but for us to continue to build this community.
100%. So when you tap in with us, I was trying to avoid using that word. So when you work with us,
when you tap in, tap
so
in,
yeah,
bro.
man, we're gonna put all the links down in the description.
Yeah.
If you want to get a consultation call, if you want to learn more about how you can get your business funding at least 6 figures working with us, you're either gonna go to my Instagram, DeleteKingA50, or you're gonna go to his Instagram,
DeleteKingCVO.
right? And you can schedule a call with one of us, because you're gonna get the information you need to succeed, right? Now, there's different levels to it where you can learn everything that we know, right? And we'll give you the game.
Yeah.
There's different levels where it's done with you. We're gonna hold your hand, walk you into the banks, right? Tell you what to say, get your business structured, using the right codes, descriptions, and making sure everything aligns with your business so it's appropriate for you to get funding.
Yes,
in
sir.
a time where funding is more and more difficult, right? More and more difficult just because of how the economy is right now. But we are still getting results to this day.
Literally.
And it's late 2024 as we're filming this, right?
So
That's the main website right now, DeleteKingA50.com, but we're heavy on social media. So at any point you can message us, send us a message. And we also have the community. If you really want to get tapped into the community, it's as simple as going to school.com/850.
Literally.
That's SKOOL 850, right? That way you can tap in with us on weekly calls, right? We're going to be doing the Zoom calls where we're going to make ourselves available at least once a week, answer questions, and we're going to have a lot of data points in there as well, right? We help a lot of people get negatives off the report. We're going to put a lot of information on how people can take action on their own. There's a blueprint already uploaded in there. If you follow it step by step, we have the guides for, which exact accounts to get in order to build your credit up to a 800 credit score, 850 potentially.
Minimum 720.
Right.
Minimum.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Minimum. And that's a great score still.
Exactly. So that'll get you in the door. And we want to be able to get you the funding, and then you can end up on the podcast as well, telling your story on how you were able to get 6 figures in business funding.
And then just like me, but not only that, you also have a possibility to, again, end up being a business partner. Exactly. Or end up a delete king if you want. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is for kings and queens, to the point where we have to put delete king kingdom, delete king and queen kingdom, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to just be men. Women are powerful. Men are powerful. We're humans. Humans are powerful. We gotta use our mind the right ways, and they're there for a reason. Yeah. Not to be stuck in this loop that America wants us to be.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So we gonna wrap it up on that, man. I've been waiting to do this episode in particular for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy of what we've accomplished. Like I said, it's my bro. Man, and
yes, sir.
Out of everybody I've ever met, man, he listened. Like, I've had other clients that give results as well, you know what I mean? But for somebody to really listen to what you say and you get to see it with your own eyes, like, wow, he got the results because he listened. Like, he didn't give up when times get hard. We be having real conversations. That's valuable. So I want to work with more people just like CVO. So we're going to end it on that, man.
Yes, sir.
If you made it this far, like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and have a blessed day. You know where to follow us. Peace.
Yes, sir.